All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. I don't know how many people are actually here. We can figure out. I don't know if this is working. So we're going to do a little bit of test before we get started. We got 3 people here. Okay, it's usually a lot more than that, so we need to figure that out. Hi, everybody who's here. And yes, we're testing here. Can you guys hear us? If you can see us or hear us, please just write in the chats down there, like, hi, hello, world. That would be awesome. We're at 10. Good. So people are starting to fill in. Yeah, we usually just do a mic check. So can you hear us? 1, 2, 3. Yes, please let us know. Okay, yes, audio okay, video okay, people starting to fill in, great. Hi, Matthias. Hi, Ali. C. Hi, Valdecir. Sorry if I mispronounced your guys' name. Hello, Tasio. Hello, Andre. Okay, we're good. We had some technical issues as always, but we're good. Cool. So, welcome to the Why Waterloo webinar, Why Work in Waterloo webinar, presented by VanHack. For those of you who's the first time in our VanHack webinar, welcome. We got a lot of content. We got a lot of stuff to share. We're going to share 3 success cases of VanHack, actually developers from around the world that moved here to Waterloo. We're in Waterloo, Canada. And to get things started, we're just here with Tina, who's on the talent team from Waterloo Communitech. So Tina, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and about Waterloo?
Hi everyone, as he just mentioned, my name is Tina and I work here at Communitech on our talent team. My role is really focused on bringing talent to Waterloo region. We have a bunch of different opportunities for you to come and work for our different partner tech companies. So I hope you'll consider coming to Waterloo region. If you go on workintech.ca, you'll see lots of different opportunities for tech, non-tech, really anyone looking to work for a tech company. So I really hope you consider working here. It's a great place, and we're at True North right now. It's a really fun conference, so maybe next time you can come out to the next year event. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Tina. That was great. Cool. So you guys are in for a treat today because we have some really great developers here. You're a developer too, software engineer as well.
My background is
research scientist and software engineer. So we're going to be interviewing some of them. The first one we have is D. D is from a company who you might have heard of. It's called Shopify. Have you guys heard of Shopify before? Maybe you can just say yes in the chat. And D, welcome to the VanHack webinar. Thank you for being here. Yeah.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Awesome. So first, I guess we got, awesome. So if anyone just has any questions, yes, people have heard of Shopify. So you can see the chat. So just for you guys to know, what the format of today, I didn't really introduce it. We're going to have interviews. So we're going to interview D, we're going to interview Antonio, who's from Portugal, working at Thalmic Labs. We're going to interview Leonardo, who's from Brazil, working at a company called Plum. And then we're going to do a little tour of the area. We're now here in a beer tent in a conference called True North. And just for you guys to know, we'll do a tour. And we also might have immigration consultant joining us. So maybe, anyway, we're going to be talking to people and telling you why you should come to this amazing city called Waterloo. Now, just before we get into, it's too noisy. Okay, maybe we can go somewhere more quiet. We'll be moving if it's too noisy. The music's off, but it's still noisy. We can figure that out. We'll improvise. Anyway, let's get into it. We're going to be talking about why Waterloo is such a great place to live. So D moved 18 months ago from China to Waterloo to work with Shopify as a senior Ruby on Rails, Ruby on Rails engineer. And he's going to talk a little about his experience. So first, D, why did you want to relocate? Of all the places in the world, why Waterloo?
For me, I think first I will tell you more about my background. I just came to Canada and to Waterloo directly in February last year. And to me, I came here because of the company, because of Shopify, because I'm a Ruby developer, and Shopify is a really big name in Ruby world. So when I tried to interview this company and I got an offer, I was really excited to be here. I think to be Waterloo here is because, for me, it's because there's a really good companies here. And also, other than Shopify, there is Google, and there are also some many great startups here. That's why I moved to Waterloo.
Sorry, we're trying to figure out the noise situation. Can you guys hear? Put the mic closer to your mouth. So yeah, just like talk really close to the mic. These Apple headphones aren't the best. So just.
I think about Waterloo, professional for me is like. I always want to work in a company or live in a city where I can meet a group of talented people that I can learn from. That's really important to me.
Yeah.
And I can really feel it here.
Yeah, there's a lot of smart people here.
Yes. And also for my personal life, I think right now is I really enjoy the fact that it only takes me like 10 minutes or 15 minutes commuting every day.
Okay, stop. Okay. It takes him 10, 15 minutes to get to work. Like, yeah. No, it's good. It takes 15 minutes. Can you guys just like, do you walk or do you bike or do you drive?
I drive.
Drives for 15 minutes to work. Awesome. Just wondering if that's the same with everyone here. If it's not, then maybe you should think of coming to a place like Waterloo. Yeah, we will. Oldemar, we'll get a better mic last time. We actually have a much better microphone, but I just didn't bring me with me when I'm traveling. Anyway, so yeah, Aftab, yeah, I agree with you. It's way better. That's one of the perks. And actually, sometimes you can even go walking here or ride your bike, maybe not in the winter. But like, this is really a great place to live, grow up, and have quality of life. So, okay, you're saying 15-minute work. What about you don't have to tell the details, but like, you must be working on some pretty high-level, interesting, cutting-edge stuff at Shopify.
Oh, I think here in Waterloo, Shopify is about Shopify Plus. I think this office is only for the Plus merchants. We call it Plus merchants. It's all the big merchants here, and we're working. For me, my team is working on an automation project, and which I think is pretty fun. That it's like Zapier or FTTT for the big merchants using Shopify APIs, and I think for me it's that there are so many great people here, and I can learn a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely sort of. Cool. So, like, what's your team like? Are you on a team right now? Like, you're working with people from around the world. Like, tell about that, because you're from China. You probably have many nationalities on your team in Shopify. How is that helping you become a better professional?
I think here it's about diversity. I feel like this country, like Canada, and diversity is really important. And in my team, I also my team lead is a Brazilian, and he's really good. I can learn a lot from him. And I think people have different from different backgrounds. They see the different problems in a different way. And to me, that's really important.
No, for sure. Sorry, guys. We got a lot going on here. We're at an event. I don't know if you guys seen this, but we have this huge beer tent here of people, and our next guest actually is here, and some other people. Yeah, this is the Communitech team, but you can see there's a lot of people. That's why we're kind of all over the place here. So sorry for that, but we'll try to keep things rolling. So cool. Din, last question here. What advice do you have for people who want to do what you did? If I'm living in Abu Dhabi or in the mic is bad. Okay, well, sorry. Yeah, mic is headphones. Okay, anyway, so yeah, if people are trying to do what you want to do, what would you advise them to do? Like, what would be your advice for them?
I think the most important part is it's the first step. That's to try it. I think to me, when I was in China, I posted my resume for more than 30 companies, and I just tried it, and I can learn a lot from the interview, and I can know what my real value is, and I can know what should I improve. I think the first move is to try it.
Awesome, cool. Well, thank you so much for being part of this, and congratulations on your success. Yeah, all the best. And if you're in Vancouver, visiting your girlfriend, let me know.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you. Cool, awesome. So next up, just want to. Yeah. So we'll try and speak louder from now on. I don't know if I speak like this, you guys will hear me. Yeah, we are unfortunately without a great microphone, but we will solve this by speaking loud. So yeah, is this better? Like when I speak really enunciation? So anyway, cool. All right, next up we have Antonio. Antonio is a research scientist at a company called Thalmic Labs. And Thalmic Labs is one of the coolest companies, I think, in all of Canada and all the world. They make an armband. Yeah, okay, good. So you're going to speak loud. They make an armband that allows you to control the computer without touching it. So we can ask Antonio more about that. But first off, Antonio, where are you from and how long have you been in Waterloo?
Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I'm originally from Portugal. I joined Thalmic in October. This wasn't my first time in Canada, though. I did my PhD in Kingston, not too far from here, around 4 hours. All of my graduate studies in North America. I was in Pittsburgh for a little bit, as well as Boston before Waterloo. And I think part of the reason why I decided to come back having worked on the West Coast was resonating his words.
Speak up.
Is definitely being close to the outdoors, not having a hour-long commute to work every day, but still being close enough to a really, really big city that's Toronto, and if you're looking for something exciting to do over the weekend. Lots of really, really cool emerging companies here, lots of well-established companies too. So it didn't feel like a compromise of living somewhere with a more balanced work-life, environment,
cool,
as opposed to giving up challenging career.
Awesome. So let's like break that apart. I think one thing about Waterloo that's really cool is that it's got the mix of a big city and all the activities and things you can do, and the comfort of a smaller town, right? So you have Toronto an hour away. Does everyone know where Waterloo is? Jesus, we have people coughing. Okay. Does everyone know where Waterloo is on the map? Like, you should Google Waterloo, Canada, and you'll see it's about an hour and a half north of Toronto, which is the biggest city in Canada. And so you can be in Toronto over the weekend. You can really understand, like, have that best of both worlds, where it's a small town feel, where it's community and everything. I don't know if Tyler's saying hi and something. Hey. Anyways, cool. So you lived in different cities around the world, and you chose here because of that. Awesome. Cool. Well, maybe you can tell people a little bit more about, like, how it's been outside of work. Like, you know, have you done any activities? Are you part of clubs? Like, I heard people play soccer here a lot, or especially football. We got some exciting stuff happening next month. Anyway, cool. West of YYZ, that's right, Fernando. That's where Waterloo is. Cool. So how was your out of work life? Like, how's that going?
Work life here is really, really great. Through Talmic, we have lots of teams that partake different sports. We have rec leagues for virtually anything you can think of. I personally play volleyball, soccer. I have an 8-month-old golden retriever, which I take on hikes every weekend. She loves swimming. There's lots of that to do around here too. The brewery scene is phenomenal. Beer tasting, you can never get enough.
Does anyone here like beer? Does anyone here drink beer? No? Yes? Maybe? I don't know.
There's lots of events.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I'll try and change that, guys. Just give me a sec. You keep talking, and I'll try and do some technical changes. They think it's the computer mic that's working, not this mic.
Okay.
I don't know why. Okay, some people drink beer, yes.
Yeah, so there's lots of events going on during the summer, lots of patios, lots of outdoor concerts. So definitely not a lack of things to do outside work. And because commuting distances, even if you live in an adjacent city, is so close, I feel like you can definitely take advantage of that.
It is the headphones, so I don't know. Anyway, if you guys can't hear us, ask us to repeat stuff. I'll try and yell as loud as possible, but I think we're okay. German beers, you know, actually speaking of Germany, just one thing I want to add is Germans moved to Waterloo a long time ago, and Mike is okay. Keep tripping. Thank you, Thiago. Anyway, Julia says he loves beer. Okay, sorry. There's a German colony here a long time ago, and now it's like they have Oktoberfest in Waterloo. So if you guys like German beer and German activities, I actually had a Radler. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like a German beer that I had here. It's beautiful. Anyway, the work-life balance here is great. Not just the beer, of course. It's not that's what it's about. It's about hiking with your dog, going for walks, there's lakes around here.
Lots of them.
There's
lots of lakes, both in just outside KW, or if you want to venture a little bit more towards the country, there's definitely beautiful hikes there.
Cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
Stuff to walk over.
And then you also are working with a lot of smart people.
Yes. So I work for Talmic. I know some of you guys have the Mayo armband. We're no longer working on that.
Interesting.
We're a wearables company. I cannot tell you what we're working on, but we're growing very, very rapidly. Working on some really, really exciting stuff, and I think it's true for any other company in Waterloo. We're hiring very aggressively, and I think
there's actually no, we'll change it up. We'll keep it guessing. There's actually two VanHackers. Actually, what I asked you, do you know Marcus Grace?
Yep.
So there's two VanHackers and also Thiago Pilon.
Yep.
Cool. So there's two VanHackers that got hired at Talmic Labs, and actually going to meet them both hopefully tomorrow. How was maybe like you can talk about like new tech you have, but how is or what is Thalmic hiring for, right? You guys have a lot of different roles. So I know Marcus is a embedded software engineer, Thiago is an iOS developer, you are research. What are all the different roles? And I guess people can just Google Thalmic jobs and find that and apply. But can you maybe talk about why people should work at Thalmic and what kind of skills you guys need?
We're hiring across the board, since ranging from software engineering, firmware,
I'll get the
IP, whatever you guys can think of. But really, my best advice is go on LinkedIn. All our job postings are there. We have 30-something positions open, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, feel free to reach out if you need more advice on that. And yeah. And we definitely have embedded firmware engineers too. And we have open positions for that.
Marcio, I hear you. I'll see you in Waterloo, Marcio.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to apply regardless of the country that you're applying from. One of the things so I came to Thalmic through the Global Skills Program. It's an amazing program, and it literally took 2 weeks before I got the offer and before I got my visa approved. And packed my bags and was in Canada 2 weeks later. So don't let that be a detractor from applying. I know that it can be in the US, but much easier here. And
that's great.
Yeah.
Marcio, I think, wants to apply, so I'll let Victoria know to if you actually
for sure. There you go.
I'll let Victoria know to check it out. I'll check out your application, Marcio. Also, what tips do you have for others?
What tips do I have for others? Again, when you do apply, just I think everyone in the recruitment, culture and talent business knows how to read resumes. Just try your best when you approach people to tell a little bit about yourself, because I think, and this is true, I think in most companies in Waterloo, it's cultural fit. I think that's the one major difference that I found while working on the West Coast. Is that here we are very weary of diversity and having everyone in a happy work environment place and whatnot. So definitely when you engage with a recruiter, just try your best to show that side of you. Don't make it all about the technical aspects, because it's easy to...
So how did you show your side of your culture? What did you make a video to send them? Did you tell them about your experience and other things outside of work? What was your...
With Thalmic, we do several rounds of interviews through Hangouts, so you actually get the chance to meet with lots of different people across Thalmic, not only from, in my case, not only with research scientists, but also with people from leadership, culture and talent, and whatnot, just so that you can have a good sense of what is the culture like at the company, and hear this from different perspectives, different teams. So really, my best advice is to try and engage with these people. I understand face-to-face might be a little bit hard in some cases.
Yeah, was your process all remote? Did you come here and meet them, or was it all on the computer like we are doing now?
It was all remote on the computer. I did know my manager for a few years in person, but all the interviews were remote.
So you knew your manager before?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. So that was kind of how the connection happened. He's like, this guy, Antonio's smart, genius, with a PhD. We need to hire him for Thalmic.
It happens a lot at Thalmic. We hire a lot based off of recommendations from others and whatnot. So if you do have someone, not only at Thalmic, but I'm sure Shopify, Google, whatever it is.
Yeah, word of mouth.
I think it's a very...
Network to get work.
Yeah, exactly. That's very, very good advice, and I would definitely...
one of our values.
Suggest you leverage that.
Cool.
So yeah.
So we have a data scientist here. Maybe you guys are hiring for data science roles. Yeah, probably. Check the careers page, guys. I shared the link. Just go down the chat. It should be right there on your screen. Click there, apply. You just apply to just apply directly. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to Victoria on Friday. The point is, it's apply directly. Right now, we don't have any jobs on Thalmic on VanHack yet. We're going to change that when I'm having coffee with HR on Friday. And so he's going to tell her we're cool, but it's okay. We're friendly already. We work with Thalmic, but for this, we're just doing a webinar to help everyone out. It's more of a community thing. The point is that apply online directly, and there's a lot of jobs. LENA, there's a lot of jobs. Just check on the jobs page there, and also go to Work in Tech. I don't know if you guys can see, right here, I have a website called Work in Tech. just go to there, workintech.ca. There'll be plenty of jobs in Waterloo, and you can apply all to as many as you think are good. Okay, cool. I guess last question, Antonio. You know, like, what has been your favorite part about living in Waterloo and working at Thalmic Labs? Like, what's like the one thing that if you can tell anyone, like, this is cool, this I can't do anywhere else in the world, like, what would that be?
For me, I have to go with the work-life balance and also being part of a startup, I think gives us a unique opportunity to feel like you're a big part of something even bigger. I think this isn't as true as companies like Google, Microsoft, Facebook. They do amazing work, but there's so many people working there that it's a little bit harder to get your work noticed and make a difference. I think it's a lot more evident here. And yeah, I mean, not losing 2 or 3 hours a day commuting to one side or the other just leaves so much room for activities, for developing extra skills outside work. So yeah, I think it's a pretty amazing balance between pretty intense workload, but an intense workload that goes 9 to 5, 9 to 6, or whatever, within reason.
Awesome. So you get off of work, it's in the summer, it's 6 p.m., the sun's out like it is now. Right now it's 4:30, so it's pretty much the same. You can go for a hike, you can go play football in the park, you can, you know, whatever you want to do. Anyway, I've been here since Sunday night, and I have to say I love it here already. So yeah, it's a really good place. We work in a lot of cities, of course. Our name is the company VanHack. We have Vancouver as a city. We have Winnipeg. We have Toronto. We have Berlin, Amsterdam. But I would say the most underrated place is Waterloo. So that's why I want to do this webinar and have people like Antonio share the story.
Yep.
Last question. When is the product going to launch?
We can't say that yet.
I know, that's why I asked. But it's top secret.
It's very exciting. I can tell.
Yeah. We can talk offline more about it, but I think what these guys are doing is really cutting edge. And, you know, if you think about it, like, it's just like world-leading stuff in a city, like, you know, with how many, 200,000, 300,000 people here. Anyway, cool. Antonio, muito obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado. E tudo de bom. Português. Have a lot of gyms. Yeah, there's plenty of gyms. Don't worry. Lots of gyms, lots of anything you need. We have it here. So we got our next guest here is about to join us. But Antonio, thank you so much. And if I see you around, I'll chat more. Okay? I really appreciate it. Cool. Cheers. All right. Well, quickly, we're gonna have someone named Paul Salazar join us here. Paul is a local from Waterloo. He's been living here for about. Antonio. Yeah, people are saying thank you. Oh, yeah, just really sweet. So yeah, George, Thiago.
Pleasure.
Yeah, saying abrazos. Obrigado. Yeah. Cool. Leo, good to see you. We'll be like 5 minutes. Cool. All right. So Paul is an immigration consultant and a recruiter here. He's been living in Waterloo for 15 years. He worked at some companies here locally, so he knows all about the tech talent scene here. So welcome, Paul. Maybe please introduce yourself and also tell us why Waterloo.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Ilya. Hello, everybody. Look, this has been home for me for quite some time. I think most of us who end up, and for some of the people that you've met so far, I think for the most part, we all come from somewhere else. And we end up staying here despite what we think we know about the town. It is quite cool. I think one of the things that Ilya and I have talked about over time is that, you know, for such a small community, it's incredible what we can offer. I think, you know, from technology to academia to just a community that offers the kind of things that you want outside of work. And I think that that's an important aspect, and I like that you touch on it, that it's not just about the company and the job, it's also about the place where you're going to live. So,
right.
So I think that's really compelling.
Forget this mic. Sorry. Yeah, that's really compelling. Sorry, I got you off. Good. Okay. Good. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit nervous with the mic. Okay, forget it. It's okay. We'll just yell. Next question here is, but there are a lot of companies here. Like for example, BlackBerry's from here. Open Text Now. You know, Shopify, Thalmic Labs, like we just had. What are you seeing right now as the tech scene? Like, what's your outlook for the next 3 to 5 years in Waterloo?
Yeah, great question. So I think from the tech scene, it's interesting because we're not a hub that is exclusively about AI. We're not a hub that's exclusively about consumer-based software. This is the kind of community where, because we have these partnerships and these relationships with a lot of smart institutions, we talked about academia and some of the incubators. You've got a mix from robotics to traditional kind of software platforms to wearables. We've had great success. We continue to remain committed to the small and nimble kinds of organizations. I think, you know, to go back to a little bit of history at the demise of what happened to BlackBerry, a lot of people felt that this town was going to be a bit of a ghost town and everything would disappear. But it is really what accelerated the next phase of growth and what has created so many opportunities for so many people.
Yeah, there's in the city, and I just put actually a link to www.waterloo.ai. The city of Waterloo has a .ai domain, which I think is cool. We chatted about yesterday, and like check that out. Like there's a lot of cutting edge research stuff happening. So if you guys want to be in a place where you're challenged, where you're learning like from the best in the world, then this is definitely one of those places you should consider. Cool, awesome, Paul. Thank you so much for that. We're gonna get Leo up talking about his experience living here.
Thanks.
I really appreciate it. Awesome, Leo, you're up. Cool. Thank you. That's better. That's much better. So, is this better when I talk close to the computer? I don't know where the audio is coming. We're having a fun time. Leo, please welcome to the show. This is Joe Suarez. I'm my Canadian Joe Suarez from the Golfers. Yeah, so welcome. So we have Leo. Leo is from a company called Plum. He's from Florianopolis in Brazil. Do we have any Brazilians here? Say yes. It's better for the computer. Okay. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm just gonna pretend that this works. It just makes me feel better. Anyway, so Leo, how long have you been in Waterloo? Why are you here? Why Waterloo?
Okay, I have been here for 1 month and a half, so I'm quite new here to the region. And why Waterloo? Well, I know I was on the other side just 2 months ago, so I know what it's like to be looking for a place. And I like to avoid big cities because big cities have also very big problems like traffic jam.
Yeah.
And you know how to work. So why not Waterloo? Waterloo contains all the features from big cities, and also it's a small region, at least actually. So it's great. You know, you have all the features from big cities. You can develop yourself much more without all the struggles with traffic jams and all the kind of related to big cities problems. So yeah, that's why Waterloo.
Awesome. So, sorry guys, we're wrangling people. There's a lot of people. We have one more guest for you, and he's not here yet. So anyway, cool. So Leo is a JavaScript engineer, front-end developer, right? No, am I right? No, you're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I am full stack developer.
Full stack developer, even better. Okay, cool. React on the front end and Node on the back end.
Python on the back end.
Python on the back end. Cool. We can hear. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go somewhere else. Actually, yeah, we're gonna go to a quieter place.
Happy hour.
Yeah, it's happy hour now. They're getting me a free dog call. Let's do a little tour. Leo, go for a walk. Yeah. So just bear with us. It's too loud, so we're gonna go maybe like here or somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna go and we're gonna find a place to sit. I don't know. There's music there, so maybe we're gonna go over there.
Okay.
Yeah. This is improvisation. So Leo, come with me.
Sure.
Guys, is this better? Can you hear us better? Hello. Test 1, 2. Audio improving or not? Yes. Okay, good. All right, let's go maybe somewhere in the shade. I'll ask. Hey, Joel, can you like bring 2 or 3 chairs to like over here? Like from like those smaller chairs? No. Actually, maybe. Yeah. This is good. Okay, good idea. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Thanks for bearing with us. This is startup life. Okay. Cool. Now you guys can see the cool bird in the background. And yeah, can we bring the table here? Yeah. All right, cool. So Leo, let's take a tour. We will do a tour after this, like a couple more interviews here. We're gonna do a little tour and maybe talk to some people. But okay, much better. Good. Thanks, guys, for the feedback. It's called user feedback. Okay, so Leo, what's been your favorite thing since you moved here? Like, it's been a short amount of time, but what have you been enjoying?
Well,
amazing. Teamwork. Thank you.
That's it.
That's it.
So the city is really beautiful. Usually on weekends, I enjoy a lot to go to the parks here. Parks are amazing. They're beautiful places. There are many of the local animals there, like geese. If you move to Waterloo, you see geese every day. And
Yeah, squirrels.
Squirrels every time.
Nice. Any
Yeah.
bears?
No, hopefully, hopefully not, or maybe not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, maybe you go camping in the north.
Yeah, who knows?
That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. And how's your work environment? Are they treating you well? You know, you have a computer and a place to work. And...
Yeah, I have a computer. It's a high-end laptop with two big monitor screens. So yes, the environment is great. Also, I have a really comfortable chair and everything. So the people, the team, I mean, they are nice. They are, how can I say, they treat you neutral. They are not treating you differently because you are not from here. So they treat you equally. They are always willing to help you, even for stuff not related to the job itself. Like you need to, I don't know, you bought something you can't carry on your own to your house. So they're always willing to help you with this kind of things. So it's awesome.
Cool. Valdez here, you just gave me really good feedback. We only don't have a city filter yet in VanHack. We have a country filter, but soon we'll have a city filter. So that's good feedback as well. Tim Hortons, do you have Tim Hortons yet? Timmy's? No?
No, not
oh
yet.
Man, you're not Canadian yet. You've been here a month and a half. You haven't had Tim Hortons for lunch.
It's on my list. I have a lot of things.
What do you want to do? What's on your list? Go to Niagara Falls or
Niagara Falls, of course.
See the Rocky Mountains.
Visit more parks. There are some reserves here, big reserves, a lot of vegetation and everything. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And like, what about the work itself? Like, are you guys working on things that are maybe like a little more challenging than we're back home, or maybe like how's it compared to being a developer in Brazil versus Canada?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if it is a personal question because everyone has a different path in this career. But me, personally, in Brazil, things were more, how can I say, easy in terms of coding because here they do reviews of every single thing that you commit on the
code reviews.
Yeah. So, but this is great because I'm learning a lot. You know, they are always improving your approach and they are helping, they support, new ideas. So it's amazing.
Awesome. Cool. You work with Scott mostly?
Yeah, mostly with Scott.
Sweet. So, cool. There was one thing that you said to me when we actually recorded a video yesterday, the day before yesterday on Monday, right? Monday. With Leo, and he said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, Waterloo is developer heaven. So why is Waterloo developer heaven?
Because as you can see, it's a lot of things going on here in terms of events for developers. So if you wanted to be aware about what's going on, here's the place. There are many things going on. So, yeah.
Awesome, cool. And someone just asked, Iyoshi just asked, Sioki. I've never seen that name before. Very cool. Just asked if he could ask a question or she could ask a question. So please ask a question, and then we'll let Leo go. We have another special guest here for you guys. It is the most guests we've ever had in a webinar at the same time. Interesting. Okay. Anyone here? Any advice on the interview process? So how was your interview process? What was the process for you?
Okay, it was a 3-steps interview. So the first step was a kind of online test using our own company system because we work in this human resource area. So I went through all the wizard from the system, and in the end of this wizard, you receive a score according to the match criteria of this job.
And you got a good score.
Yeah. So this was the first step. The second one was a talk with the product manager. So he asked me about my technical background, but also about what I was aware about Canada, about Waterloo, why this region, why this job. So these kind of questions. And the third interview was a technical interview where I had to show a project that I have done in the past and show why I did using that approach or why not the other one, why I make that choices, explaining technically why I took that decisions.
Cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Awesome. Well, I think, it's kind of the same. I've seen for almost all companies, they have very similar process where they do like the code review with you, they give you a coding challenge. Why did you do this? Why, you know, they want to get a feel for what it's like to work with you before you move and get hired. So makes sense. Cool. Well, Leo, I know you gotta actually get back to work.
Yeah.
So I should call an Uber for you after, or if you like, you can call an Uber and just like let me know about that after.
Sure.
But yeah, let's just do that. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, cool. So the point of the story is that yeah, Leo is a VanHacker who applied for a job through VanHack. He got hired here in Waterloo. And now he's living here, and so can you be. So you can be too. Anyway, go to vanhack.com, check out our jobs, of course. You can also go to workintech.ca and apply to a lot of Waterloo jobs there. We're trying to like promote the community here. Also, I don't know if you guys can see this really cool bird right here. Anyway, this place is really, really beautiful. We'll go on a tour soon. But next up, we have actually a company that's hired 3 VanHackers who's going to talk about it and talk about the company side of things. So we've seen 3 different international developers that come to Waterloo, and now we're going to talk with Joel from Skywatch. So Leo, muito obrigado. Thank you very much. Yeah, you know, last thing, I actually used to have a shirt from Avaí, the soccer team from Florianopolis. My friend from there gave me, it was the first soccer team I had, a shirt from Brazil. So yeah, good memories there in Florianopolis.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, I will see you about that. Okay. Yeah, we'll have the meetup tomorrow as well. Cool. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye. Thanks so much, Leo.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. People saying muito obrigado. People are commenting. People are saying thank you for you.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Next up, we have Joel, who is I think the only Canadian we've had, actually, other than Paul. We have Joel, who he is here from Skywatch. So hi, Joel.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. Welcome to VanHack TV. This is a big. Big audience here that we have from around the world of software engineers that are interested in coming over here to Waterloo. And we're asking everyone the same first question, which is why Waterloo?
Okay, so I've got 3 answers to that. The first one is the intellectual horsepower of this community. We've got, not only do we have a ton of startups here, we have the engineers that work there, we have people that are passionate about technology here, and we have 2 universities that really, Laurier and University of Waterloo, that not only bring talented students from around the world, but also bring the professors and the guest lecturers and those things. As well. We've got think tanks. The Perimeter Institute is a big one. So think tank in physics, as well as the Center for International Governments and Innovation. So there's a lot of really smart people here, and when you're in a community like that, there's amazing events that come out of that.
Wow.
So that's one.
Yeah.
The second is really the cultural diversity. So in southwestern Ontario, if you were to go a few towns over, you probably wouldn't find cultural diversity that you would here. Those universities, that intellectual horsepower fosters that diversity as well. So we're fortunate to have diversity on our team at Skywatch, and lots of other companies have the same kind of thing. And that's something that really elevates the community in my mind. There's lots of cultural events that go on. It's things like comedy festivals or Oktoberfest or jazz festivals or buskers, all those kinds of things. Really keeping your culture is really promoted here.
Yeah, and there's going to be a ton of events at this conference as well, right?
There are a ton of events here as well. Yeah. And then the third one is really like kind of escaping the concrete jungle. So we've got, lots of companies in Toronto that are great. Yeah. Some people love to be in a big city with lots of skyscrapers, but we're really fortunate to have amazing bike paths and conservation areas and recreational facilities in the city. Yeah. So whether you're, young and just out of school or haven't got a family yet, there's a ton of sports activities. If you're a rock climber, if you're into fishing or you're boating or those kinds of things, they're all
boating.
They're all around here.
Get on a boat.
Or exactly. I mean, or if you've got a family, amazing recreational facilities for families, whether it's swimming pools or skating rinks or baseball diamonds or soccer, football, depending on where you're from.
Cool.
Awesome. So all those things to me are really great.
Yeah, that's a nice. You used to be a consultant before?
No, don't say that. That's a dirty word.
I know. Okay, can you guys all hear us? We don't have this connected, and I'm wondering if we connect this in, if it'll make a difference. So we're going to do a little experiment for the audio, which I know has been a sore point here, but can all hear us? Is this better? I've plugged in now my headphones. I just wanted, before we continue, sound check 1 2 1 2. Can you guys hear us better than before? Does it even matter? If not, I'll just unplug it. Can you just get a yes or no from everyone? So. Oldemar, tu hablas español, bienvenido. Better. Hey, Stephanie. What's up? Stephanie's one of our members. She's a front-end developer. Awesome. Cool. Same thing. Okay. Same thing. Better. No. Okay. Yes, we can. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. Okay. So, what about Skywatch? Tell us about Skywatch. You guys are a pretty incredible company. Like I said, 3 VanHackers have been hired. Ain't working. Okay, so don't worry about it. Tell us about Skywatch and what you guys are working on. I think it's very exciting.
Yeah, so at Skywatch, we believe that everyone should be able to benefit from satellite data. So today, if you're an application developer and you're building an application that requires monitoring of a particular location, and some examples would be agriculture. If you're a farmer and you want a picture of your farm every week so you can monitor crop growth and perhaps save money by not putting fertilizer on areas that are already growing well.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, you have to sign deals with lots of different satellite providers, all of which have minimums in how you buy that particular data and potentially different formats. So what Skywatch is doing is we're putting all of the world's satellite data in one place, and that is so people don't have to worry about formats and deals and contracts.
They just get what they want, which is the data, the imaging, and the information. And then the satellite providers get all the market. They get to sell in kind of a new way. Because before, maybe they sold to like 1 or 2 people, now they can sell to hundreds.
That's right. So it's a two-sided marketplace. So on one side we have the supply, and you're right, the satellite operators, they don't want to have to worry about building APIs and back-end development systems that are petabyte scale.
Whoa.
And so we take care of that for them. They can host their data with us or deliver it.
Petabytes. It's a lot of data.
Petabytes, a lot of data.
Do you guys know what petabytes are? You're developers. You better know what that means, but it means a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty soon we'll have to use the bigger term. We'll get into exabytes, I'm sure, in a couple of years.
Exabytes.
Yeah. But on the other side,
6, right? Hex. Yeah. Well, I think I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, cool. It's a lot of data.
Yeah, it's big data. On the other side is the demand. So the customers that are using this API, a lot of them are developers like you guys. So we're very cognizant of the fact that we need to provide a beautiful developer experience. And so, our critics are our engineers in a lot of cases, and they have experience working with APIs, whether it's something like Twilio or, others. And so they can tell you whether this is a good API or not. So we love that. We love the feedback from our developers, but ultimately we're trying to make this data simple for developers to integrate. So if you're building a farming application, or if you're looking to monitor soybean yields in different countries to predict the commodity prices, or there's good articles out there about how people have counted the number of cars in parking lots to predict the retail revenues of JCPenney, for example.
Whoa. And then stocks to be sold.
Exactly. So hedge funds use that to try and make money. So there's those. I mean, the things that really interest me are the social impacts. So
that's cool. Interesting.
So
like drought and disaster relief.
So there are those. Definitely there's monitoring of governments that, with ethnic cleansing, relief agencies being able to spread relief to the areas in most need.
You guys should make an open data set of that and just have it available for anyone to see in query.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Only if you find developers to build it for you, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. So
who wants to work on that project?
The best way to support a humanitarian cause is really to build a viable business model around it. So, great examples of that are, farmers in Kenya who aren't using fertilizer. There's companies that use satellite data that can look at their farm and predict increased yield if they loan them the fertilizer. So they can go pick up the fertilizer at the local agriculture store, and that's a loan to them that they pay back, and the financing company can monitor the yield and then estimate their risk and recoup that cost.
Looks like Gustavo's worked at a similar project, which is pretty cool. Is it available worldwide? Can anyone use this?
Yeah. So we're in private beta right now, but yeah, we have the availability worldwide.
Okay, cool. Can you guys hear them? We're gonna yell because there's a little bit of music here, and let us know about that. Cool. So tell us about the 3 VanHackers that you've hired, 3 senior developers from Brazil in this case. But what have they been like? How has it been working with them?
Yeah, it's been amazing. They've all brought their unique skill set. One of the things we look for when we're hiring is people that are humble and that are driven. So they all fit that bill. They all contribute. They all feel free to raise their hand. We sit around a round table when we're building, design sessions. They know it's a free environment for them to speak their mind, and they do. So,
what do they say? Anything like this is full of shit?
Well,
not in that way.
So we've got a mix. We've got some folks who came. One person who came from IBM who worked there for a long time and has a great perspective from a bigger company. We've got some folks from smaller companies as well, and 2 out of the 3 are very passionate about QA, and it's something that as a seed-funded startup, it's something that you sort of know you have to do in the back of your mind. but as you scale, it's something that you obviously have to measure the number of bugs you're introducing versus the velocity that you're going at. So it's been amazing to have their experience.
Nice.
And they've been great fits on the team.
Cool.
You know, we've tried to make them feel as at home as possible.
Yeah, went to a hockey game.
They went to a hockey game, and so they've been amazing on the team, and you know, we really value the perspectives they bring.
And from a technical point of view, do they got the chops?
They do. You know, really solid, and again, that kind of diverse experience that we've been looking for. But yeah, very impressed with their technical savvy.
Cool. So you guys hear this Canadian company who is happy to hire software engineers from anywhere around the world, as long as you can code and you can speak in English and you're humble and you're hardworking. Companies like Skywatch have jobs for you, and VanHack will help you get them. AWS, you guys use AWS?
Yeah, we are on AWS, so we about our platform a little bit, in case you guys, I'm guessing you guys are interested. So we have built a serverless microservices environment. Our platform is all focused on being serverless, so something that's relatively new for AWS.
Yeah.
But what it allows us to do is we don't have to have a huge number of servers sitting there waiting to process a petabyte of data. We're using just basically every time you call a function, you bill for it.
Yeah.
So we have excellent costs. We can track our cost per transaction. And in terms of the technology, it's the latest and greatest that AWS has out there.
And you're the CTO. I didn't say that. So this is the CTO here. It's not just some guy from business. This is the one who runs the show from the tech side. Anyway, I should have said that earlier. Point of the story is, there's many companies. Like, we wanted to bring Joel here to show that this is just one example of hundreds of startups in the region. Like, maybe we can end up with that. Like, how about you're part of the Communitech Data Hub? Like, we had Tina. I don't know if you guys were all here in the beginning, but my back's still big. We still gotta talk. We gotta talk. It's just fun. Yeah. So we can talk later about. I'll find out about Thiago, but he actually was here, and he's just anyway. The point is, his bags literally are packed, and he could just fly back. Anyways, so the point of the story is. There's many companies here. There's an area called Communitech, which is why Waterloo is from Communitech. This conference is put on by Communitech. You guys should check out Communitech, I think, .com or .ca. And companies like Skywatch are part of that. They're the ones who created the workintech.ca. And so if it's Skywatch, if it's another one of the hundreds of companies here, you should be here in Waterloo. I'm thinking of spending some time here in the next 2 months myself, actually. Very, very cool. Awesome. Joel, thank you so much for taking the time to touch out with us.
Appreciate it.
For all the feedback and everything. I was hanging out with Roland last night, and he's a really cool guy as well. Teresa. Anyway, point of the story is, we'll talk offline about other stuff, but really, really, really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Cool. Cheers.
All right, appreciate it.
All the best. Now, who's ready for a tour? We're going to walk around and do a tour. I'll see you. Cool. All right, guys. Now you're stuck with me for the next 9 minutes. We're going to do a little tour here of the region. We're going to talk to some people who are around here. Just first thing I wanted to show you guys is how cool is this graffiti. Can you guys see the graffiti? I don't know if it's this whole mural wall. And then another thing I wanted to show is 10 more minutes. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is this speaker thing, which I thought was really cool. Can you guys all see this? Look, it's a wall of speakers. It's literally a wall full of speakers. How awesome is that? It's pretty cool, right? Okay, cool. So now I'm just going to take your questions for the next 8 minutes here. Just answer anything you guys have about working in Canada, about VanHack. Someone I saw ask about what are the first steps to take when looking for a job abroad. Well, the first step is to create a web profile on VanHack. Go to vanhack.com if you haven't already. Create a free profile. We have a wizard now that you can parse your data, and we can understand who you are pretty quickly and start recommending jobs that fit your profile in cities and countries you want to go to around the world. And then we'll help you with the visa process. We'll help you with the relocation, work with the company, work with you, and make things happen. What are your questions, guys? What are you thinking? Have you seen all 3 great developers? It says train station. No, this is not a train station. I think it's just I actually don't know what this used to be. It's a very cool environment, though. Yeah, there's a huge stage in there too. This is a huge conference that's happening right now. I'll share you the link with for you guys to see what the conference is about. Visa, cool. Shopify presented. So if you haven't heard of Shopify, Shopify.com. I already put Plum.io. Cool. Anyway, those are the companies. Skywatch I already shared. You just scroll down. Visa. Okay, so this Global Talent Stream. Global Talent Stream visa allows you to get a work permit within four working weeks, 20 days. A company, 20 business days. A company does the process for you to start. and then you do your process. You need medical exams, translation of your diploma, and your marriage certificate if you're married. If you go to vanhack.com/blog, or even actually this this blog post, just go to this blog post here, and you can how can I say, Shopify is going to be at the fair. No, it's not. Shopify won't be at the fair. But we should talk about the fair, actually. So thanks, Stephanie, for asking. It'll take, you can read it. The process will take about 2 months. I would say 2 months. So it's not a long time. Companies are happy to sponsor now. In Canada, things are actually different. Okay, another thing before I forget is we are bringing down 3 companies to come to Sao Paulo, Brazil, in a month, in June. So check out vanhack.com/Sao Paulo to apply. If you just go to app.vanhack.com, you can see all our jobs, and you can see like a little pop-up. Have you guys all seen that pop-up? Just click the button there. It should be on your mobile as well. Portfolios, mandatory, Danner. No, but you should have a good GitHub. Who here has a GitHub account? Who has a, if you have a GitHub account, that's great. If you, yes, we can, Fernando. We can support you creating a business here, for sure, for sure. We can help you with everything. Okay, Paulo, much better, yes. Okay, so you do have a GitHub, great, Danner. That's more important. On Monday, I was in the office of a company here, CTO, was talking to me about some candidates that we had. Hey, no, it's not working for some reason. Really? Yeah, yeah, I'm literally just in the middle of a webinar. Oh, yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah, I will be around tomorrow though. And Rob, I'll be around tonight, tomorrow. I'm leaving Friday. We'll have a beer. Sorry, people know me. Okay. GitLab is good too, but yeah, if you have a GitHub account, put some code on GitHub, make a personal project, create something amazing, put it on GitHub. Developers like CTOs and companies, they don't care about your resume. It's cool, but what they want is to see, yeah, Rana, awesome. So add your GitHub to your VanHack profile. Do you guys know we actually have public VanHack profiles now? I don't know if you knew that, but you all now, who has VanHack profile, you all have public profiles, so you can share those out. Anyway, point of the story is, yeah, GitHub is much better than a portfolio. Cool. Any other questions, guys? I see Vinicius. What is looking for in a developer? Man, little industry experience. I mean, the more the better, of course, experience you have. But really, like, if you can show you can code, if you can speak English, and if you can understand how to sell yourself to a company, that's what we look for. So, you know, if you have 3 experience or more, that's good. Infrastructure, there's some jobs in infrastructure, but I would recommend, if you're infrastructure, to check out how to be a DevOps engineer. So work with Jenkins, Docker, continuous integration. DevOps is something that I recommend. If you're in infrastructure, you should, Scrum Master. Guys, you can see all the jobs on app.vanhack.com. When will candidates be, that's always, 220 volts, that's awesome. Yeah, IELTS. Yes, you need IELTS for your PR. You don't need IELTS for the work visa. So it's 2 different things. There's the work visa and there's a permanent resident visa. I know this guy, Luis. You want to come talk? You want to come? Cool. We got another interview. We got another interview coming here. So come here. Yeah. This is a business owner who came. So someone asked about business. So hi, Ilya. So this is Luis. He's been living here for about a year and a bit or more. 2 years, 2.5 years already. Great. And he has brought a company here. So maybe you can talk a little about what was like bringing your company to Canada.
So the first moment was like a challenge, but when we spend a couple of months here, you understand that the environment here, the ecosystem here is so good, and you can grow so fast. That's the point. When you identify people that can really collaborate with you, you really can go fast. In like 2 years, almost 2 years here, I help. As an entrepreneur, I developed my own business, helping small business and startups from Brazil to come to Canada. We started a business here, and also help people that are here developing their business here. So, last year, I helped a company that specializes in education for entrepreneurship, for example. That's great. For me, it's great. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Luis. And what's your favorite part about living in Waterloo? Why did you come to Waterloo?
For me, collaboration, community, and environment, for sure. And more than that, connection. We have here in Waterloo, like in a small community, access to from small companies and new entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Very good education, and at the same time you have like corporations. So we have as
everything.
Everything together.
Cool, awesome. Luis, thank you very much. We're just about to wrap up here, so we gotta go. And yeah, you guys can see people are excited. I'm excited. Last thing I'm going to say before I wrap it up here, just because I really got to go, is there are managerial positions for sure, Paulo. We have a software developer manager role open. You should apply. Actually, you can apply to the jobs directly on VanHack. Here is the job for you to apply to, Paulo. Everyone else, go to app.vanhack.com. Check out our jobs. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta cut us off here. But if any questions you have, join our Slack group, ask us questions, and we'll be there for you. All right? Take care, guys. All the best.